Hi, I'm Susanna Bowling, and this is live from the Hotel Edison. Times Square Chronicles presents Zoom Style. Today we are with a newcomer to Broadway, Regine Sophia. She is the lead dancer in the revival of Chess. Hi, Regine. How are you?
Hi, I'm good, Suzanne. Thanks so much for having me.
You're welcome. This is your Broadway debut, right?
It is. Chess is my Broadway debut. It's been really exciting and it's been such a great opportunity for sure.
Now, how did you become the lead dancer in a Broadway show?
Yeah, so as far I think starting big, going a little narrow, getting into chess, my audition process was mostly like I got a tape. It started out as a tape from my agents, and I wasn't actually in New York at the time. I was doing a contract in Kansas when I got the tape to submit a self tape of me singing, and then I like sent it in, and they requested to see me in person in New York, and that's when I came in person to dance for them and sing. So at that point, they saw the abilities that I had to dance in specific styles that they were looking for the production. And from then on, I got cast in the production, which ended up being my Broadway debut in Chess the Musical. And so we started rehearsals for that in September with an incredibly talented and stellar cast and some of the most kind humans in September. And since then, we've been in performances for it, a couple of television appearances and things like that. So it's been a really exciting debut journey for me.
You also have the award season coming up, which you'll be at multiple events.
It'll be really exciting. I mean, the buzz is definitely going around, not just in chess, but outside of chess with my friends. And it's definitely an exciting time.
What song did you sing for your audition for the chess?
I remember singing two songs. At the time, I believe it. I can't remember at the top of my head which song I sang because I was in the middle of doing Newsies at Music Theater Wichita, and I was there was a whole whirlwind of like moving stuff and things around my brain. But I remember singing. It was one golden age traditional song, musical theater song, and one contemporary pop rock song.
What were the
Um,
names of them?
I I can't be too sure which one, but if I were to take a good guess at which ones they were, I think for the Golden Age, I might have sang My White Knight from the Music Man. It's something that's been a pretty consistent contender in my book as far as auditioning goes. And I think the pop rock song I remember it was an 80s. Oh, it was Out Here on My Own from
Okay.
Fame, the musical, yeah.
No, the reason I'm asking is I'm sure that there'll be people watching this that are looking to audition for shows and wondering, oh, what should I sing? So
Oh,
call
absolutely.
back. Here's your answer.
There you go.
How did you start off in dance?
I started dancing around five, is I would say around that age. I My mom put me in dance classes along with my siblings. It was the story of, oh, this girl knows how to move and has so much energy. Let's put her along right with her sister. And hip hop and ballet were the first dance styles that I engaged with, and it was a matter of regular dance classes every week after school. We would, the school bell would ring. We would hop in the car and get dressed and go straight to dance classes every week. And then later on in life, it expanded towards, in addition to continuing rather my training in hip hop and ballet, it expanded to modern contemporary dance and eventually jazz and musical theater. And then tap dance later on as well. But throughout my life, my dance training and taking dance lessons and master classes from different instructors who would pop around the cities, and I would try to get into those rooms as much as I could, definitely became like a consistent through line that contributed, I'd say, to a whole lot of my preparation to be in chess right now. As a leading dancer in the show, I feel like I've like grabbed little bits and pieces from all different dance styles to create some sort of Frankenstein dancer that I am today, which chess definitely utilizes in a whole lot of their dance numbers and the tracking that I have in the show.
Yeah, the dance style in chess is very, I would say, K-pop,
Mm.
military,
Well,
traditional dance.
yeah, I mean, I feel like it's a wide variety of different styles mixed together. I distinctly remember my dance audition for chess actually being like, I remember receiving the email and it said to bring like flats, sneakers, heels, and knee pads. And from that email alone, I was like, this dance show is going in like is wiping right across the board of so many different dance styles. I should be prepared for anything. And you know what? Being in the show, it
Work.
definitely works. It definitely worked out that way.
Where do you see your career going after chess? What kind of shows would you like to do? What are you looking to do with your career?
Yeah, I think chess definitely catapulted me into the world of Broadway shows. Its style is definitely something that I've gravitated towards as far as incorporating hip hop, like dance styles and pop music from the 80s by ABBA. Like the style of the show definitely still sits within the realm of what I'd want to continue doing in my career. So I can see myself going along with that flow of more Broadway shows like that in the future. In addition to potentially also having, I'd love to engage in tours as well. I have a couple of friends who um, are and still on a couple of tours right now, and it's always been something appealing to me of traveling with an incredible production and being able to see different cities perform to crowds across the nation or even like globally. So I could definitely see myself going through that route as well. But yeah, as far as specific shows, chess definitely sets a bar that I would love to continue.
Are there any composers or choreographers that you'd like to work with?
Oh my goodness, so many. Um, Composers, oh my goodness. At the top of my head right now, I have been on an Andrew Lloyd Webber um phase. I've had one like every so often, so I feel like this is like Andrew Lloyd Webber phase number 200 at this point in my life. But I saw Cats
Or the
on
Jellicle Ball?
Broadway. Yes, Cats the Jellicle Ball, and that was actually one of the shows that lit the fire in me to start musical theater. I saw I believe it
Wait,
was,
wait, wait, wait. Let's go back. Cats,
yeah,
the original, or Cats, the Jellicle Ball that's
uh,
playing? They're two totally different musicals.
they are the original production of Cats, the musical, and it was a touring production in, I believe it was like the Asia Pacific tour. I saw it with my family when I was very young, and that catapulted my love for musical theater and dance to a completely different level. Um I was a mere baby who like was doing the dance classes, but seeing the dancers on stage just lit stars in my eyes, and I was like, that is what I want to do. I want to wear the custom bodysuit with with the tail and just like kick and jump and do everything that I'd want to do on that stage alongside with them. But that being said, I saw Cats the Jellicle Ball, I believe last week actually. I saw a few of my friends in there. And it is a very different production, but the music is like it's the same of
Not really.
um yeah, I mean like
It's
the
the same, but
the
it's definitely more hip hop, more contemporary. It's
yeah.
not the same show. I mean, people are saying it is, but it's not.
Yeah, well, I mean like my in my defense, they like use the same character names of a lot of the cats. They've
That they do.
remixed a couple of the songs to like fit this specific new production and
They remixed nine
vision for
tenths of it.
cats.
They remixed nine tenths of it.
Yeah, and
I'm really big on music, and believe me,
yeah.
it was I like what they did. I think it's very contemporary. I
Hmm.
think that it works a lot better, actually, in a lot of ways. First act, definitely. Second act, not so much.
Yeah, the music that I gravitated towards and loved in the Asia Pacific tour was still very much present in the Jellicle Ball. So I felt like I was a young theater performer with the stars in my eyes, rewatching and reliving those tunes in my head. It was such a wonderful experience. And also seeing my friends on the stage as well. It was very
Oh no, they're
special.
incredible, incredible dancers.
Oh, insane. Insane. Like
I mean, they've taken dance and acrobatics to new levels.
yeah, it was an insane, incredible production. Like, I want to go again to sit in a different seat because there was so much happening that I wanted to,
No, that's true.
like,
This show is a
absorb.
show you can see, definitely see more than once because it's so intense. Um, what choreographers inspired you when you were growing up?
Oh, oh my goodness. That, the one choreographer that stands out in my brain right now, and she's very much still an active choreographer that I love to work with. Her name's Carla Puno Garcia. She um, is like one of the most stunning like dancers and choreographers that I had come across throughout growing up. And I actually took a class from her one time. I believe it was before the pandemic. And she that's my first like introduction to her. She was teaching this combination, and I was still learning how to dance in heels and stuff like that. So I was very much I felt like I was Bambi trying to walk for the first time. So it was definitely a learning curve. But I just remember seeing her musicality, her style, her precision in listening to the music and allowing movement to be woven in such a specific, satisfying way is just insane and incredible to watch. And I have looked up to her since that class. And I continue to look up to her and would love to work with her. Her style is just epic.
I I'm curious because you haven't mentioned people like Fosse or Bennett or any of the people that are Mitchell, any of the
Mm.
people that are working right now. Is it that you don't know their styles or names, or that it for your generation this doesn't go?
Not at all. I know those people very much so. I mean, Fosse was a huge part of a lot of the dance classes that I took when I was growing up, not only in jazz, but also in several other tiers of dance training that I've taken. And their inspiration and their style has influenced a whole lot of the training I took growing up. I remember doing a Fosse inspired recital like company performance many years ago where we honed in on his specificity, his the isolation of specific body shapes in order to create um, visually appealing spectacle on a large stage and being able to tell stories in that way. I think as towards the younger side of theater creatives right now, I feel like our their legacy is very much still rooted in our training, and it continues to be, especially now that I'm in a position with chess, for example, where I work with so many insanely talented dancers and professionals who, like, have like
No,
also.
the caliber of dancing has definitely gone up. What's gone down is the style of choreography where people like in Fosse and Mitchell and Bennett and Robbins, I mean, everything was precise. These days, it's like a free for all.
Well, I'm not sure if I agree too deeply with that because I feel like there are several avenues, especially in New York, where precision jazz is very much still a booming industry and avenue. I mean, there are classes in many of the dance studios in the city that promote that sort of
Yeah.
stuff, and I've taken a few. So I feel like if anything now, it's grown into a blossoming world of dance that includes not only the precise traditional sides of dance, but also includes the extravagant and like energetic style that has boomed in so many of the theater industry right now and productions.
Of the shows that you've seen right now,
Hmm.
what shows do you like their choreography for?
In this season, or just like all throughout my life?
Now, we are no both, both.
Ooh, when I think of choreography right off the bat, my mind went straight to Moulin Rouge. I do enjoy the choreography of Moulin Rouge a whole lot. I remember crying for the first time when I saw the opening of Act Two. It's insane. Like, it's definitely a show that the choreography literally leaps off the stage and lets the audience like bask in its glory. That being said, I mean, with Cats, the original production, being my starting love into theater, the technical side of theater of like that's more ballet based and things like that definitely also still speak to me as far as choreography goes. Um, so I'm thinking like the Music Man tour. I have a few friends in there, so then like with Josh Bergasse and his sort of style, like that also is definitely something that I gravitate towards. So it's definitely a wide range, but I find the appeal and like satisfaction of appreciating both sides very deeply.
And if you could go into another show after chess, what would it be?
Ooh, that's such a hard question. If I were to close my eyes and like jump right into a show right now, I think I would. Ooh, I feel like I could see myself going into multiple things. But if I were to throw something right out into the air, I would say our next door neighbors, Hamilton. Like, they are. I've loved that show for like eons, like for years. And same thing with the choreography in that show. It's precise, but it
I
also
love the
like
choreography to that show.
yes, exactly. Like it's so precise, so meaningful, so oh, it's just magical. And the story, the songs, just everything about it. I think if I were to jump into that show, it would unlock a piece of my heart in a way that I don't think I could find anywhere else. I just love the show and would love to work with that team for sure.
Magda, do you have any questions?
Yes. How many dancers do you have in this production?
Yeah, so the ensemble consists of 16. We have 16 onstage tracks of dancers in addition to the principal characters as well.
Now, do all the dancers have to sing?
Yes.
And how do you manage that, singing and dancing without being out of breath?
Oh boy, it was definitely it's definitely one of the like crazy facts of musical theater that I will never get tired of. The endurance of us doing the show and choreography every day, day in and day out since September definitely helps. It definitely built stamina. When I think about it with chess in particular, I had never experienced a show like this of this like length in a really long time. So
Wait,
what I
really?
found was
Didn't you do Newsies and Something Rotten?
I did. I did those at Music Theater Wichita. But as far as chess goes, doing like, for example, one night in Bangkok twice, like again and again, trying to like create in the process of us still creating our choreography and our tracks in open jar in September before we moved to the theater, like doing that again and again while practicing singing while doing crazy things on in
Wait,
that number.
did you dance in King of the World in Newsies?
Yes. Uh I'm the King of New York. Is that the
Yes, I'm the King of New York. Um,
Yes, I did.
didn't that prepare you for? Because that choreography in that song is hard to dance and sing.
Oh, absolutely. Tap dancing in that number while singing was definitely a hard road to go through. But that being said, being able to do the routines again and again and practice repetition in doing musicals and performances like that definitely helps us in the long run. Because it's a different level of like when to breathe, the pacing of oneself, because you can't all the time like exude 200% in dancing because you'll have 0% left to sing. So it's managing all of those things while being a part of a production that already is so energetic. Yeah.
One more question. My last question is,
Mhm.
could you give me just your typical day? Like you have to perform at night. Now, what time
Yes.
do you get up? What is your schedule of the day?
Yeah. Yeah. So I, because this is my debut, I haven't had years worth of figuring all that out just yet. But with this specific Broadway schedule, my typical days usually look like I wake up in the mornings and I head straight to the kitchen to start up breakfast. I'm a huge breakfast person. It is the most important meal of the day. I like to make my own food. And if not, I meal prep at the beginning of on my days off. I wake up, immediately start getting breakfast, and I like to usually after I eat, I get a lot of work done on my laptop. I stay either I either stay in my apartment in my living room or go to like a cafe near here, or even just like sometimes I like try to go to the New York Public Library or a different area around the city where I could just sit with my laptop and like relax while trying to get work done. So that's what I do. I like grab food throughout my day. Sometimes I like to take a dance class, either at Broadway Dance Center, Steps on Broadway, or even some other studios around the city. Um, and then I like to, before the show starts, our half hour is sometimes around 6:30 or 7:30 for evening shows. Oh no, not 7:30, 6:30. um, and I like to get there particularly early to do pin curls and makeup at the theater. And I found out with my particular routine, I must get there early because it does take me a lot of time with pin curls and because sometimes they just don't want to stick. So I just give myself that margin of time to maybe get there around an hour or so before half hour, just to let myself get ready as well as warm up in time for the show. Yeah.
Do you have anything else that you'd like to state? Anything that you'd like our audiences to know?
Yeah. I feel like I feel like with chess, the musical in particular, it feels like such a huge honor to be a part of and have this particular show and production be my debut show. I had been looking up to literally everyone on the cast, crew, like company for the longest time, and being part of a show that has had such a significant impact to so many people out there since the 80s. Like there are a lot of people who I've met at the stage door who like say I've been waiting for years for this to come out. It feels like such a special experience that I am so blessed to be a part of. And to be the youngest member on this show
How
is
old are you?
even, pardon?
How old are you?
I'm 22.
Oh.
Yeah, and I remember from day one when it was acknowledged with everyone in the company, I felt like I was embraced and welcomed in by everyone in the in the chess family, just because like they've been inspirations and role models to me for the longest time, and to be able to live out this Broadway debut dream of mine alongside these people has been truly a dream come true. And it, like, to be dancing alongside them as well is like, we're a few months into performances and things have not like wavered. I still feel like the same excitement and thrill that I felt walking into the room of Open Jar for our first rehearsal. So it definitely is something that I um, am grateful for and very, very thankful to be a part of. Um,
Well,
yeah, of
we thank you very much for being with us today. Um,
course.
I'd like to thank Magda Katz for videoing us and for always having interesting and great questions. I'd like to thank Romel Gopez for putting us up on the billboards at the Hotel Edison. I'm Susanna Bowling. This has been live from the Hotel Edison. Times Square Chronicles presents Zoom Style.